Welcome back to Liberty Tree Gaming. We are in Kuddenberg, still, by the barber over here. In the last episode, we completed the High Toll quest and also the Spark quest, where we blew up the mines. Up in this region by Grund, between Grund and Horseshan, I believe it was. There, up in here somewhere. Maybe that was it. Yeah, it was right in here. So the mine's right here, and we blew up mine. It was underneath here somewhere, I think. And that completed the main quest for the Thieves Guild for now, anyway. In between episodes, I have done a little bit of potion brewing to replenish my stock of the potions that I need. Not all of them do I need anymore, like Artemisia, right? I mean, I guess the extra benefit is helpful a little bit, but I don't need extra 6 strength, but the boost to attack and defense is good. So, but I've got plenty of those, but the ones I was really concerned about was the marigold, because I need those during combat. So I just brewed a few more, and also brewed up the mandrake. I messed it up once, so I only have 9 of the tier 4 or the Henry quality and 3 of the tier 3 quality, and I'm out of ingredients for it. So I don't know if we can get more, but be curious to know. If we head that way, I may check it out. You may have also noticed I did a bit of shopping, so I've swapped out the gear a little bit. I'm gonna pull off the hood and the walking rock real quick, so I can show off this gear. So we have the Milanese, the black Milanese breastplate, and the black, I believe that's the noble leggings. Couldn't find any black arms that matched, so that's kind of an outlier right now, but at least the gold accents match. And then for the head, using the Italian headgear. When you wear the Italian, it covers up the what's it called, coat of arms on the hood. Like if I were to put the kettle hat on, it puts that back on there. So I don't know why, but it kind of drives me crazy when it clips through, especially when I have on this and the Waffenrock as well. So I put on this, then it clips through, and it just kind of distracts me during cutscenes. So yeah, it is what it is. I mean, at least that matches, but, and I like the hat, but we're gonna rock this for a little bit and see how it goes. I also want to practice my heavy weapons a little bit, so I've thrown the shield on, and I've got the what is that, the ornate mace equipped right now. So I think Henry's looking pretty good. I also set this back up again as a charisma / crafting set, so we're good to go. And I got a haircut, so let's show that off here. So went with the, I don't know what that's called, Eastern influence maybe. Got a little braid going back to the man bun, or the ponytail rather. And then I think that's the Van Dyke. So he's looking rather dapper. All right, so that's enough fashion for now. What are we actually going to get to in this episode? I'll have the Mouth of Hell quest marked, but I don't think we're going to do that. I think we are going to come right here. This is the tavern. I believe this is the time quest for the miners. So let's go do that. And I don't know what that one is. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But we'll go and look at this one for the miners real quick.
I'm sorry.
But we need some Need some beginning of episode love here.
Come here, boy. Look what I have for you.
Throw some meat at your head. Seriously, you could eat that. There you go, good boy. Now, I do need to repair this armor to make it a little quieter. Go there once that gets
Thunder was
damaged.
always a clumsy yakker, but I wouldn't wish that on anyone.
Seems he said it wasn't his fault. That something tripped him up in the dark. Some ghost.
That's bollocks, kidder. I'd have said the same in his place, though. He just capped his creels is all.
Maybe later.
A ghost?
Greetings, Franzi. How's it going in the mine? Oh, we was hewing when a punching hit me napper. It's like black pudding now.
Of course. I don't quite understand, but I believe you.
Well, to hell with you. I'm glad to see you. It's good you came, because Vlakia is a canny job for you.
I'm glad to finally get a word in. It's great you didn't leave us in the lurch and came back, Henry.
Oh, why wouldn't I? I'd love to have a beer with you. After all, in Skalitz, I grew up among miners.
How are you, lad? Join us in the pit. It'll be a reet good change of pace.
Aye, there's half and chink in it. But you look like you'd rather have a weapon in your hand than a pickaxe, eh?
Hey,
True, I'm my lord's protector, and that's done better with a sword than a pick.
Fair enough, but if you brace someone on the napper with a pickaxe, they won't be moving either. But
True
let's get to
enough.
the point.
Aye, it's a damn serious matter.
The most serious. War mining tradition.
Uh-huh. That smells like more trouble.
You proved yourself to be one of us, Henry. And that's why I'm inviting you to our traditional shoot fest. And that's not all. As the gaffer of the St. Anthony mine, by the authority entrusted to me, I offer you the honour of ganning with us to consecrate the Pitman's Stang. Tell me, do you accept the offer?
Gannon with you. I have no idea what it is. Tell me about it.
Unfortunately, I have no idea what this is about.
Winning, of course! The popping G's right round the corner, and our pit always wins the competition. And
Hold your water, Franzi. It's about the consecration of the ceremonial St. Anthony Stang and taking an oath before our patron saints.
we have to go around all the kirks and get them to bless war miners' standards. War champion Anton can see to that. But we have to protect him so nothing happens along the way. So, are you coming?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Well, how could I turn down such an honour?
Grand. Glad to hear it. Tomorrow morning, Franzi and our best marksman Anton will wait for you at the Church of John the Baptist on Hoprink. That's tomorrow now, and be there on time.
Striped Tonies. Striped Tonies invited me to a traditional procession with a ceremonial miners' standard. The consecration of the miners' banners always precedes the famous shooting competition of the Kuttenberg miners. A nice leisurely stroll. What could happen? Yeah, famous last words. The miners' tradition of consecrating a ceremonial standard always precedes the annual shooting competition. I promised Foreman Block to help the miners with their traditional procession. I'm to come tomorrow morning to the Church of St. John the Baptist in Hoppring and talk to Anton and Franzi. Okay, he said that was in Hoprink, so that'll be right there, okay. Yeah, so we've run by this church many times. In fact, we've run into the backyard of it a couple times. Okay, well, that works for me. Let's go do it. No, it's, yeah, it's late right now. Not quite evening, but late enough that it's actually perfect timing for us to go that way. We can go sleep down at the hole in the wall, probably, and go from there. I'm gonna throw this cumin bow on. See what that looks like. Oh, that's a pretty bow. A lot bigger than I thought it would be.
Go home and sleep it off.
We're getting married.
And once we get down here, we need to wash our clothes also.
Greetings to you, friend.
So we can do that.
Close to the others. It's not safe.
This is just a fabulous game. Like, it's just relaxing just to load it in. Live in this medieval world for a little while. As long as we can't smell it. You know what I mean? Look at this mud. Horse mess everywhere. Yeah, so selling the armor I had and buying the new armor, plus the armor I picked up in the last couple episodes after the feast where we got attacked by Von Bargall's men. I picked up some armor there and it was pretty good. So I think I netted out like negative maybe 8,000. Which is not bad, because if I had just paid for it, it would have been like over 25,000 production for the armor pieces. All right, now I got no interest in doing anything but sleeping right now. I don't know what time they're gonna get started, but we're gonna go to 5 and we can wait there. Yeah, I also swapped out the Waffenrock. This Waffenrock is actually a little better in terms of conspicuousness and visibility, even though it's got the little frilly part on the bottom. So that's interesting to note. Yeah, I'll put Radzig's sword right there. That bottom. Alright. And we grab some breakfast and then head out. Morning, Hugo. $76. $91. That's not bad.
A regular for life. And beyond.
Beyond. Talk to the miners by the church. Where would said miners be? You're not a miner. Get upstairs? Oh, can't get in. Okay, we're probably early, so we will have a sit. But, do I have any books? Two. Life in the Saddle 3 and Skull Crushers. Can't read that one yet, or can I? Minimum level 15. Aha, I can. Let's do some reading. I'm only gonna go for 1 hour. It was enough to get a level. And that level gives me a perk, so that's good. Alright, so Onslaught. After performing combo with a heavy weapon, Bonebreaker, if you wound an opponent with a Warhammer, Mace, or Cudgel, their stamina will recover 15% slower. Aim to maim. Your axe causes your opponent. I'm not using an axe. Every time you fully charge your attack with a heavy melee weapon, the attack will be 10% stronger. I'm gonna do that one. Are you a miner? Hello, sir. Me put my torch away.
Morning, Franzi.
God be with you. Good to see you.
Where's that fancy stang of yours, Franzi?
Anton there had it blessed by the local priest.
I am back, Maris.
What? You didn't even wait for me?
Don't worry, you're not missing out. We still have a long way and 2 more churches to go.
Ah, got it. A nice walk through town, eh?
Aye, you could say so.
You must be the champion marksman, Anton Kaspar, right?
That I am, and I swear as long as I'm shooting, the striped Tonies will never lose their competition.
Are you really that good?
Well, this year is just my 2nd competition, but I won last year.
Old Lazar used to be our top marksman, but his eyes gave out.
What if we run into those saints who stole your stang last time?
Luckily, their churches are on the other side of the tomb.
That may be, but their tavern's on the way, so watch your step, Maris.
Why do you consecrate the miner's stang?
It's a local pitman's tradition.
Aye, every year before the shoot first, the different pit teams go around to their churches. Like Franzi says, tradition.
Interesting custom. We don't have anything like that back home.
Why, aye, interesting and sometimes a wee bit wild. We have to watch out for the saints.
Let's go, Maris. We can crack on the way. First we'll go to the upper church of the Virgin Mary, and then to the church of St. George. And we have to make it before dark. Otherwise, we're out of luck.
What have they actually hewed at the course down in the bottom road?
We got an opening in our reed, but the windlass broke loose, so the carpenters have to make...
Let's save. In case something goes crazy.
It'll be a week before we can gang hewing again. To hell with the pit. Get to hear some crack from you, Henry.
So, tell us, Mara, where are we going with that stang of yours?
You're cracking there like one of us, man. You'll be joining us in the pit soon, eh?
Need pit for him. He's like to break his arm with a kevil.
Aye, a ding his head on the rock, eh?
I don't understand you much, but as far as dangerous work goes, I reckon you two are experts, eh?
That's what this is all about, but every year before the shoot fest, all the pit crews get their stangs blessed in the churches, so the mound gives us silver and nothing bad happens.
And also for the shooting to go well.
I wonder who the Lord favours in shooting then, eh?
Why, aye, that's as plain as day, but the best shot, of course.
Are you a good shot, Anton?
Do you think Vlak would let him compete if he wasn't?
And what if Preng wins?
He'd have to be completely blind and crippled too. Yorg'll be weeping his way home like last year. And I'm not afraid of Gaffer Henslin from Gang. He may know how to shoot, but he's not the youngest and he lacks speed.
I don't know, Henslin. Is he good?
Aye, he's not a bad bloke, but we haven't gang near gang much.
Hold your water, Franzi. He's the one who convinced my pa about the new scene.
Aye, but the catch is, Henslin was right about that.
About what?
Never mind. We shouldn't be talking shop here.
Tell me more about your competition. What makes it so special?
What makes it so special? Why, we have the royal seal of approval.
Wait, you mean Wenceslas himself allowed you to compete here?
Of course he did. What's so strange about that?
Well, it just seems odd to me that the king would concern himself with the amusement of...
Can I get... Yeah, what a picture. Got Mutt back there. Go up a little bit.
Some miners?
It's not like that at all, but the charter grants us various rights, and feast days is one of them.
There wasn't anything like that back in Scotland.
And here we are, fellas. But where's that priest gone?
It's been quite a walk so far, eh?
Aye, and I was afraid the saints would be lying in wait for us.
Nay, bother. They've probably got other problems.
How do you mean?
Nothing. Just that you don't need to bother your head. And where's that local priest got to?
Who knows? Maybe still in bed, eh? Should we wait?
Maris, I've got an idea. A reet canny one. We have a bit of time, so we could get the saints back for pinching our stang and play a wee prank on them at their tavern.
What? I thought consecrating the stang was a serious matter. At least Vlach seemed solemn enough yesterday.
How we, man? We'll show the saints we're no feared of them. Vlach doesn't even have to find out.
I'm for it. The tavern is right around the corner, and there won't be many people there right now. But above all, Franzi, no stealing.
Of course, we won't pinch nothing. On the contrary, we'll give them a wee gift for their tavern. Yesterday, I took 6 as Braies, and I'll tell you, man, they're reet-minging.
Aha!
Mingin.
So it's not your feet that stink here.
Why did you take them, Buds?
Why, aye. Best thing would be to hang them from the window of the saints' tavern instead of their banner.
That'd be a laugh. They'll know we've been there and yuck their pizzles good and proper. What do you think, Henry? Can you manage that?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Of course. Count me in. I'll be happy to get revenge on Preng and his men.
All right, then we'll split up. I'll wait here at the parish, Franzi will watch the front of the tavern, and Henry will hang up the Braies.
I agree. Let's get to it, Franzi.
Why, aye. Quick and careful then, so's you don't get seen. The saints would soon get wind of it.
Here's the Braies. Hang 'em high up on the stub.
Stop.
The pole with the pulley, sticking from the loft into the street.
Good luck then. When it's done, I'll meet you across the street from the tavern.
Alright, this will be fun. I was wondering when it was going to get crazy. Franzi told me that Anton is the best marksman from their shaft, which is why he has to organize the procession. We're just supposed to accompany him and be certain nothing happens to him. The priest was late at the upper church of the Virgin Mary, and while we wait, Franzi suggested taking revenge on the saints for stealing. I have to hang Braies up in place of the colored banner in front of the All Saints Inn. That's this inn over here, where we had to sneak under it a couple of times. Alright, so let's swap to this set. Very quiet, very demure, or something. Interesting that I can follow him. Didn't look at the actual quest objective there. Hang up the Braies is all it says. Alright.
Where should I hang the Braies?
There's an attic window looking out onto the street, and there's a pole there they use to haul goods up. Everyone will see it there. Jan Henry, the coast is clear. I'll whistle if anything happens.
Where should I hang the...
We already from the attic.
Oh, damn.
Be hanging around,
They've seen me.
friend.
That still won't stop me from hanging Sixer's banner.
No, that's not gonna work. No, we're not gonna let that stop us. We have to find another way in. Their back way. Come on. Well, now what? I get through the window here? People sleeping right there. And get through the window. Got the ladder? Yes.
This window with the beam. This'll do. What a sight.
Under a brown flag.
Sixers stinky Braies hanging proud. Can't be overlooked.
I'll have a torch equipped here. Let me throw the torch on so I can just pop it real quick and see. Okay, I gotta get out of here. People are waking up.
Oh, what a mess. Stay close to the others. It's not safe here.
I'm stinky. Oh my gosh, I'm stinky. Where? Those underwear must have stank. They rubbed off on me, nasty.
Good day. Same to you.
Surely there's the trough right here, right? Oh no, it's empty.
Why don't you try?
What about this one? Oh, it's empty too. Those devs, they took all the troughs away. Oh my goodness, where is one? Maybe. No. Here we go. No, it's empty. How could anything be empty? It rains so much here. Can't wash in that one. What about this one? There, no. Come on, there we go. Okay. Back over here, right?
You're always welcome.
Job's done.
So I'm back from the tavern, mates.
Maras, man. Here we say Maras.
And how'd it go, eh?
All done. The Braies are getting an airing.
Oh, nasty.
It's just too bad the Saints won't appreciate how nice and right they are from that height.
Not so. I can already see a swarm of flies.
I didn't expect it to go so smoothly.
Well, give it a rest. You didn't have to get up there. And it wasn't easy.
For sure. A canny job, kiddy. How bonny they look hanging there.
Of course, but we'd better get out of here, eh?
I got a bit droopy somehow. How about stopping at our tavern in Hradek?
Aye, couldn't hurt to go for an ale. What do you say, Henry?
Yeah, let's have some fun.
I agree. Finally, a decent idea, Franzi.
I beg your pardon?
You're right. Now would be a good time to get off the streets. The Saints would never dare to come into our tavern. Let's go, lads. Dangerous as
Aye, I can't wait. Can it go wrong with a beer?
Like I said, finally a good idea.
I knew you wouldn't let us down. Too bad you don't want to join us in the mine.
Brothers in Christ, ever since the Sedlets Monastery was founded, the city has come under the valley.
I'm not doing anything. You're doing a great job keeping watch.
Hey, look over there. In stripies. You want to smack on the gob?
What
Come
a
on, you
coincidence.
traitors. We'll
Where
smack
to,
your gob
Tonies?
to I heaven and pop you like a
Bad
cork,
traitors.
you cowards.
You're winching up Gone and kick at the prank we played at your inn.
Was?
Aye, we decorated it real canny for you.
Gott, ihr Schweine. You won't walk out of here.
The seats stink like brocks with wee little cocks.
Ich schlage dir die Fresse ein. Have it then, lads.
Pray for a quick death, you bastard.
That's just what we needed. You're gonna f with us! Hey, man!
You've no chance against me!
I'll choke him out. Oh, wait, whoa. Are we going to weapons now?
Now you're finished. I'll be done with you in a flash. Now that...
Slice him up!
Hanging up on one man? Cowards!
Victory or death!
Slice him up!
Damn, that was a reef, Barney. Hey, Henry, let's get out of there before they get back on their feet. Let's go to our tavern.
Okay, let's go.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Did the other guy make it out? I don't see him. What in the world got damage to mine? A hood already? Was it only got like 4 durability? Right, let's go and repair then. I bought a lot of armorer's kits. And let's do something about this food situation. We'll go with a mead to get back 10 health and some nourishment.
What?
My humble respects.
Hey, it's Bard William. How's it going there, buddy?
That was such a nice and peaceful stroll. How you doing, Anton?
Nothing broken. The main thing is, we won that brawl.
Them ended up worse. But I got dunched up. I reckon all my ribs are broken.
So I see. For a moment, I was almost worried about ye.
Nee fash about me. When Tess sees you've been brawling, she's gonna pull your leggies up to your head.
Why, aye. That Tess of mine is a wonderful lass.
She hardly deserves you.
Enough of that. She can't find out about this, right?
I won't tell anyone about the brawl. You can count on me.
That's the way. Denial is best. But you're worried, Anton, right? Since you're meeting your Tess tonight, eh?
Why, aye. Her pa has a guild meeting, so the coast should be clear.
So? What did you get?
Get what?
A gift? What did you get her? It's her birthday, isn't it?
Huh?
Wait. You don't mean to tell me you forgot?
I knew I was missing something. Because of the procession, I completely forgot about her birthday.
Forgetting to get your girl a gift. That's what I call serious trouble.
Easy, Anton. We'll think of something.
I like what? I have to stay with the stang, and after that brawl we have to lay low for a while anyway, before going to St. George's. And then it'll be too late to look for a gift.
Heat up. We'll surely figure something out. What do you think, Henry?
What about this? What would Tess like?
What
I
does
don't
your
know.
Tess actually like, Anton?
Like any woman, nice clothes, perfumes, gannon for walks, roses.
Good enough. The roses and perfume are interesting. We can work with that.
Where can we get fresh roses?
Where they're rarer than silver in this town, but there's a few gardens hereabouts. Most of them are well watched, but I know of one garden in the cobbler's quarter by the walls. The house in front of it's locked, but if you can certainly get into the garden somehow.
Wait, does that mean you'll help Anton?
And why don't you go?
Sorry, but the saints licked me good. I'm so banged up I can hardly walk. Can you help Anton by yourself?
Of course. I'll be happy to help a friend. And there's nothing horrible about getting some flowers or perfume.
Good on ye, me Mara. I knew you were a canny lad. I'll give you a decent five for it. I'm not as poor as I might look, you know.
What kind of perfume does Tess like?
She keeps ganning on about some perfume her neighbour Elsa has. I think that would surely please her. But careful. I think Elsa's a little jealous of Tess because of me. So dinna tell her I sent you.
Where can I find Elsa?
That's simple. She lives in a house on the upper market. She's the daughter of your Lynn, the cobbler.
I don't think they'll let me do that, but
I'll go and get
this.
Tess a gift and be right back.
Grand. We'll wait here for you, but don't take too long so we can still make the last kirk.
I'll have a beer.
Alrighty. I hung the Braies up from the gable of the All Saints Inn so it could be seen from the street. Franzi waited for me on the streets in front of the tavern. Fortunately, we got out of the brawl with the Saints with our honor intact. Everything would have been fine had Anton not thought about his dear Tess and her birthday over a tankard of ale. I have to find red roses for Tess. Roses are rare, and there aren't many gardens in a mining town like Kuttenberg, but I hear there's an abandoned garden in the cobbler's quarter where these roses grow. And I have to find some perfume from Tess's friend Elsa, who is the daughter of Yolin, the cobbler, who has a house on the upper market near the crossroads with Merchant Street. Okay, so that's the Garden of Eden place is right there. Not sure what it is, but maybe just a garden. And then cobbler right there. So go out, up past the painter, and then around. Let's do it. Gotta be quick.
Aye. One beer after another.
Exotic fruits and a cup. Not always welcome here.
Let's go. Time is it? On. Alright, down one more street. You got a trough over here? Don't know if I can wash, but I'm gonna try.
I apologize.
Doesn't look like it.
What are you barging in here for?
Pardon me?
You can't just stroll around here without so much as a by your leave.
I can't go up there. Well, that's obnoxious. Okay. We're going to... Looks like she's upstairs.
Are they out of the bloody mine? They have two collections just like it already, and there are still holes in the wall. Willkommen. Schön, dich zu sehen.
Was ist los? What do you want of me?
I just need a little favour from you. My name is Henry, and I've just come to town. I'm interested in alchemy, and I heard that you have some wonderful perfume with secrets yet unplumbed.
So? Wirklich? Is that really what they say?
True story.
Certainly. And you really
I've
do
heard it
smell
in at least
wonderfully.
4 taverns.
It's cinnamon, isn't it?
Ah, richtig. And, can you guess the rest of the secret?
Well, I'd like to, but for that, I would require a phial of your perfume. Of course, I would gladly pay you for it, my lovely lady.
Nein. Keep your money. I want to know if you can really guess what's in my perfume. Schließlich habe ich nichts zu verlieren. If you fail, nothing lost. And otherwise, someone else would soon discover the secret anyway.
An interesting offer. Let's see how I do.
Here's a file. Und viel Glück, my young little alchemist.
Okay, let's get out of here. Elsa's perfume. Woman's perfume with an exceptional and unusual fragrance. I could use it. Show up smelling like the perfume I'm supposed to get for him.
How am I supposed to feed my family?
Okay then, let's get down here and... Is that the right direction? I think so. No, it's not. I didn't take anything, so they can't be too mad at me. Alright, should I go through? No. Just go down. That way.
Look at this criminal. He himself may not have stolen, but he aided another in an evil
Tools! Iron tools! Tools here!
I know I say this quite often, but it's just absolutely remarkable how well the game performs in the city, especially for you. Beggar. Oh, this is just a beggar camp. I mean, this many NPCs, all with their own schedule and lines and AI that has to process. Really something. Hey.
Ah, excellent. Here's that garden. Now, how do I get in?
We're going to use all the savior schnapps today. I have not done this in this playthrough, but in KCD1, you could absolutely distract the dogs by dropping food. Don't think he cares. Guess we'll see.
Ugh, I made it.
Alright, instead of roses.
Beautiful. Like the Garden of Eden. Roses like that would please any woman. They smell so lovely. And now back to the miners, so they don't think I blew them off.
Alright, let's go. I don't want to get busted in here.
Come and take your pick.
Should be a little faster wearing this outfit instead of the plate armor. Definitely quieter.
Careful.
Damn it!
I'll show you.
That guard's got his eye on me. I better watch out. Alright, let's throw on the right clothes. Get on about it. A fountain here in the center of the city.
I don't have much time left.
Oh no.
I have to get back to Franzi soon.
Oh no.
Franzi, what the blazes is going on here?
Hey, good you're here, Henry. Do you have that gift?
Yes, here it is. Tess should like it.
Grand. I told Anton you wouldn't let him down. Here's something for your help. I'm sure it'll come in handy.
Well, fine. Thanks. But what's up with Anton?
Anton was afraid you weren't coming and that Tess would dump him tonight, so he had a few beers. And first he drank for thirst, and then for courage, and finally for grief.
I understand his concern, but did he have to get that sotted?
Hey, Anton doesn't have an easy life, and Tess is his sole source of joy in this world.
Go on then.
Look, it's a long story.
I've got time. Go ahead and talk.
Anton isn't poor. He's only a miner because he was forced to, and because he had terrible luck. His father put all his money into opening a new mine, except then Sigismund came and the miners were afraid they wouldn't make a profit.
Wait, his father is a miner?
Unfortunately, he was. He had a stroke when Sigismund came to town.
Well, what am I supposed to make of that?
The miners didn't want to dig a new shaft because they were afraid that Sigismund would cancel the concession and they wouldn't make a profit. Except old Anton had to put all his money into it. And when he heard, it floored him. And he never recovered.
So it's Sigismund's fault?
Why, aye. As long as that Hungarian horde is here, they won't be digging any new silver seams.
Sorry about that. Dropped my controller. Accidentally took a screenshot with the Xbox button. Alright, so yeah, what's that got to do with Tess?
And what does that have to do with Tess?
Her father, Lennart, is a well-respected burgher, and he has already betrothed Tess to Anton.
So what's the problem?
Just that Anton doesn't have any money for the dowry. And now Lennart is looking for a better match for his daughter.
Alright, but what are we going to do now? We have to finish the procession, right? And what about our champion drinker? How will he shoot tomorrow? And how's he going to make it to the last church like this?
I wouldn't worry about the shooting. You don't know miners. He'll snap out of it in a few hours. Worse, we'll be getting him to the Church of St. George so he can take the oath in front of priest Tobias.
Fine. I'll carry Anton to the church.
Excellent, lad. And can you manage it?
Certainly better than you. God, why am I such a do-gooder?
It's settled then.
Question,
I'll
Henry.
take care of the stang, you take care of Anton. Now just have to make sure we can still catch Father Tobias at the church.
How much longer do you think is in this quest?
God, so heavy.
We'll do it.
I swear, if you puke on me, I'll break both your arms.
It's not far from here to the St. George's Kirk, but get a move on so we can get out of Toon. The saints will surely leave us alone if we can get past the walls. And don't worry, I know Father Tobias. He's a canny bloke. Everything will be fine, you'll see.
Damn it, Franzi. Just explain one thing to me.
What? What are you ganning on about?
What's the deal with those saints?
They just don't like us, man, you know.
Well, before the brawl, they were shouting that you're traitors.
What?
Why are you traitors?
We're not traitors, but it was our alderman who decided to open the gate to the city to Sigismund, not us.
no.
And there's no point in playing the hero, like Preng tried.
Well, what did Preng do?
Oh, he and his men refused to open the calling gate for Sigismund.
What? And you surrendered, just like that? Without a fight?
And what else else
I
are we
reckon
supposed
I'll
to
have a
do,
look
eh?
first.
Once that
Maybe
French
next time I'll
Brabant
even
and our
fight.
Burgermeister
I've been
surrendered
taking
to
lessons at the
Sigismund,
textile.
there was no point in putting up resistance.
Brabant is the one who... Hold up.
It's Sigismund's siege of the city that interests me.
That's all well and good, Mimara. But why do we have to talk about it right now?
Well, then at least tell me what happened with that Brabant of yours.
Yeah.
That French cock was boasting how clever he is and how easy it'd be to defend the city against a Hungarian army.
Yeah, that sounds like him.
So he failed? The Hungarians stormed the ramparts?
Not at all. They just pillaged a few nearby villages, and before trying any big attack on the city, the aldermen and Brabant surrendered. And now, give me a break for a while. All the lords betrayed us, and now they're stealing our silver. Big swine.
And what about you, Franzi? Do you have a girl?
Plenty. 3 for each finger, even. What lass would want me, eh? A poor orphan with his toes sticking out of his boots.
A miner
You're
has to
always
make some
welcome
money,
here.
right?
And what of it? You know how much food costs here and everything else? Here in the city, grocery only goes so far. Not like in some village.
And the main thing is not to drink it all away, right?
Hold your water, lad. You're on thin ice here. You know what it's like to go down in the pit every day and break rocks in the pitch door. It can get so tight down there that you want to get the out straight away. Your heart starts pounding, but you can't your brakes, so you just keep hewing. Aye, any master carpenter makes more chink than me. And besides, if he falls off the roof, he's dead on the spot, in the pit. If it caves, then you're stuck there for days. Breath running out and praying to the Virgin Mary for mercy.
Damn, that's an awful way to go.
Seriously.
Don't get me wrong. It's not bad work. I'm not complaining, seriously. Yakkers are a good lot. They'll take anyone in. Poor orphan or bastard, doesn't matter. They don't judge. Because in the hole underground, we're all the same. Alive or dead, all the same bread. We'll drink to the king and drink to the silver hewn out of the ground. Priests and monks, enjoy your trinkets from what?
What's the meaning of this?
So here we are, your most fatherly holiness.
Fatherly
What?
holiness.
Do you take me for a fool?
Nah, I'm a fool here. Anton Kasper at your service.
I humbly apologize for the Tobias. Anton here.
Entering a church stinking drunk like that? And with a sacred object? Have you no shame, you savage? You disgrace yourself, the holy church, and your honorable trade. In such a state, I will certainly not consecrate your stag.
Worthy father, please, you know us. We're righteous men of the mound, and without St. Anthony, we'll be disgraced at the competition.
You should have thought of that before getting drunk.
Father, Anton's in a bad way because they don't want to give him Tess, the cobbler's girl.
Do I look like a pauper? That cobbler needs a boot. In the cobbler's. I'll show him boot. He'll be begging me on his knees. I've got so much chink, I'm drowning in it.
For Christ's sake, Anton, man, be quiet for a moment. I beg of you, Father Tobias.
But I'm only doing it because of you, Franzi. Because you are an orphan and your late mother was a pious and kind woman. Will you take the oath instead of Anton?
But I didn't know the oath, Father.
Good God. And what about you, boy?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Well, I don't know the oath, Father, but I'll try to salvage the situation.
I understand. Helping friends in need is a commendable act.
Anton, are you able to recite the oath?
Of course. I'd even say it myself, but nobody here will let me do it.
So go ahead, but nice and slow. Tell me the beginning of the oath, Anton.
We, the yakkers of the Kuttenberg Mound, swear before God to hew our shafts by his grace, and to make nae fashion better, but to ding away at the mound according to God's laws.
Wait, stop. One bit at a time.
I'm listening, son, but nice and politely, please.
So, how did it go?
Oh, great.
We, the miners of Kuttenberg,
I don't
swear
think this
before
is it.
God not to flee the mine in fear, nor silver steal, but surrender everything to the king in keeping with God's law.
It's more like God's punishment. Why, you don't even know what you're saying, boy.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
I'll give you one more chance, but don't try my patience.
Thank you, worthy father. Anton, how did it go? Once more. From the beginning.
We, the yackers of the Kuttenberg Mound, swear before God to hew our shafts by his grace, and to make nae fashion better, but to ding away at the mound according to God's laws.
Wait, stop. One bit at a time.
I'm listening, son, but nice and politely, please.
So, how did it go?
Okay.
We, miners of Kuttenberg, swear before God to open the shafts with respect, without malice, and mine the vein honestly according to the law of God.
Our Lady of the Seven Sorrows. All right, and then?
What's next, Anton?
Of course. We promise to graft proper, obey the gaffer and not pinch any ore or silver, but to gie it by reets to the masters on the bank out by.
Good. That's enough for now.
Bank out by.
Well, friend?
Oh my gosh, I have no idea what this means. A little bit.
We vow to work hard, listen to our foreman, and duly hand over a share of the ore to the lords.
Very good, son. And what next?
How does the oath end?
We swore on feast days to leave the moon tone and do nae hewing, and to gie a wee share from our addles and foys for the good of our souls and the greater glory of God.
Okay, sounds like
Very
a tithe.
good. What was that about addles again?
Boldly onwards, youngster.
He's just enjoying this. To the church. Alright, so on the feast day, we'll not go to the tavern. Not mine on the feast day. I think this
We
one.
swear to not mine silver on the feast day, and give a few groschen to the church for the salvation of our souls, and the greater glory of God.
Glory to God in the highest, and 3 Sundays rejoice. St. Anthony, patron and protector, intercede for these sinners, protect their souls, and grant success to their endeavors. In nomine Patri, et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. And now get out of here, you derelicts, before the good Lord changes his mind.
Thank you, worthy father. 1,000 thanks. We truly thank you.
He is. Yeah, he's about blacked out.
That was by the skin of our teeth, lads.
Old Tobias is strict but fair. I know him.
That mining jargon of yours gave me a headache, Franzi.
Ah, but you done reet well. Ní fash.
Thanks. If that was a compliment.
Aye, muckle thanks for nie leaving us in the
We're truly grateful to you.
Take this as a reward for not betraying us, and come in the morning to the shoot fest.
Well, I might come, but what about Anton here? Will he be able to shoot?
Oh, sure. He'll snap out of it in a few hours.
Hey, bother, kidder. I'll be fine. Hey, where's the puddle? I need to drown myself.
So you see, we yackers can handle plenty. Like we say, everybody ends up on the bottom sometimes, but yackers are there all the time.
Interesting. I'll have to remember that. Farewell, Tonies.
God be with you. We say, God be with you. Remember that too.
Greetings.
Yay, we did it. All right, that was awesome. Fun quest. And we have a Popinjay shoot in the morning. All right, we'll do that next time. So be sure to subscribe and we will see you then. So I hope you're enjoying. Until next time, be good. But seriously.
Come here, boy.
Good boy.
You're my doggy, eh?